Bradley will begin the second day's play to VVS Lakshman. Just drifting down the leg side, I think. Yep, so does Billy Bowden. Whoa, and Lee right on it. An iota straighter, and it would have been good enough.
Good first up delivery. Batsmen are not always confident of getting onto the front foot. Batsmen are not very certain of their footwork at the start of the innings. In fact, at the start of any session. And you might have a half century under your belt. You can see hardly any movement of the feet there. Quite clearly going down the leg side. So Billy Bowden didn't have too much of a problem declaring it not out.
Now he has 150. Those that are here stand him. One of the finest innings you'll see. Perfectly constructed. Acceleration when it was needed, and great authority. And 4 more. Just going India's way at the start of play here on the second morning. It's a partnership of 150 now by this pair.
No third man again. And Gautam Gambhir well on top of that shot. Bringing a lot of bottom hand into play, making sure that the ball is kept along the ground. Not that this pitch has got any bounce that will worry him.
He can fight with his bat, as VVS Lakshman does so eloquently there.
I think Stuart Clark must be saying, what's wrong with that ball? There's nothing really wrong with that ball. It was a good delivery around the off stump, and I think that gesture sums it all. It's a good delivery, not a bad delivery, and it's gone for a boundary.
2 men in the deep, they're both spectators. The ball disappears to the boundary.
What a shot and what a response from VVS. Brett Lear's placed a couple of men in catching positions, one behind square, one in the deep, to bang the ball in. And Laxman's response, 2 bounces for. Great shot.
That's lucky. Frustration for the Australian bowlers. Lakshman was taking evasive action. It takes the outside edge. And it goes into the gap in the slip cordon.
Yes, the rub of the green not going for the Australians, flying away wide third slip. Probably not a man in that position anyway.
Lakshman pulls in front of first square. He'll get another boundary. And he moves into the 80s.
Plenty of worries for the Australians. This is Lakshman at his best when he starts playing these shots. It's a great sign for him because he's such a destructive player when he's at his best, and throughout this innings he's just gone along without too much fuss, and all of a sudden he's in the 80s.
There goes again in the air, just short of the man in the deep. So it's a definite tactic here from Australia to try and bowl a lot of short balls to Lakshman. This one almost paid off. Katich was the man in the deep.
Excellent bouncer. The ball flew a long way in the air, but unfortunately for the Australians, Katich couldn't get round to get under that ball. In the end, it was reasonably well struck and well played. Well, I'm going to call that a Maxwell Smart. Missed it by that much. Unfortunately for the Aussies, no edge. Oh, so close.
Lovely shot. Get 2 for that. Just played well on the onside, gets on top of it. Nice roll of the wrist. And that is through the gap. That will race away to the boundary. Just eased it through wide of gully. Vivius Laxman, he goes to 89. Cut through wide of Michael Hussey. That'll beat the deep point. And another boundary for India. And Gambia on his way.
He's got 5 double hundreds in domestic cricket. Gautam Gambhir gets to 165 with that boundary. Right through this innings, it's been absolute delight to watch him play. .200 the partnership. Left-right combination. Gautam Gambhir has been attacking, contribution of 99 from Gambhir in this partnership. And Vivius Laxman, as elegant as ever, 94 the contribution in this partnership.
Down the wicket, Nova mid-wicket, and a couple of bounces, and now another boundary for Gambia.
With 2 men in the deep, there is a man at long on and deep mid-wicket, and he's such a fine player of spinners, not only because of his quick footwork, but he also picks his spot.
Oh, a half chance. Was it? You call that a half chance? Hayden diving to his right side, inside the line of the keeper.
Well, Gambhir playing for the turn, and he knows that Cameron White doesn't turn the ball at all. Straight through, and reaching out for that. Yes, a possible opportunity. Catchable height. He's anxious, he is nervous. He's just played a maiden over.
Laxman on 99. What about that? What about that? Cheapers. He's been on 99 for so long. Australia have bowled so well at him. You can sense his frustration, and of course VVS won't just bide his time.
Well, he's lucky that he bowls more of the sliders, Cameron White, because if the ball had turned a little bit, he was a goner.
For the first time in Delhi, a hero of Hyderabad has a Test match 100. It's the most glorious innings.
Well, that left hand over suggesting that there was somebody in the team who had said that he would get 100 here. His favourite opponents, he seems to reel off hundreds against them anytime he wants. 600 against the Australians, and that smiles back on his face. And coming with a glorious cover drive. Offered just a little bit of width, and he was quick to seize on that.
Ball, beautifully bowled. It's a half appeal from Brad Haddin, who immediately apologised. Just overexcitement, maybe desperation getting the better of him. This is good stuff from Clark, just preying on Gambier's tiredness. Gambier's passed his 500th minute at the crease. He's been out there for 8 hours and 24 minutes, 504 minutes. And as he leads up to lunch, desperate for a shower and a break, just showing signs of being a little weary.